On April 26, 2009, the Save Our Earth Conference 2009 was held in Seoul, South Korea and broadcast live on Supreme Master Television. This timely and informative event was organized by Mr. Chung Sung-hyun, the president of the Chungnyeonsa Publishing Company. Chungnyeonsa Publishing Company recently published the Korean edition of the #1 international best-selling book, The Birds in My Life, written by Supreme Master Ching Hai. The Korean edition also became an instant bestseller in Korea's largest bookstore chain, Kyobo Bookstore. Over 1,700 people attended the conference to find out more information about how to save our planet in this critical time of climate change. Attendees included concerned citizens, government officials, scientists, journalists, spiritual practitioners, artists, writers, and dignitaries such as Congressmen Lee Seok-hyun and Kang Chung-il, Mr. Jung Soon-gap, Executive Director of World Meteorological Organization, or WMO, which is a UN non-profit organization, Dr. Michael Bascombe, an animal telepathic communicator from Australia, Mr. Kim Yong-gyu, Commissioner of Gangwon Province Military Manpower Administration and former Brigadier General of the Korean Army, Mr. Young Ji-hyun, a renowned children's author and lecturer, Professor Choi Hyang-sik, Vice Chairman of Korean Law Association and Chairman of Global Warming Emergency Measures Committee, Mr. Na Yong-cheol, President of Ecology TV and Director of Korea Mass Media Club, Dada Sitarain Janananda, author and meditation teacher, Song Man-gyu, a famous painter renowned for his work of the Seomjing River, and Mr. Ho Jun-hwang, composer. Supreme Master Ching Hai also accepted the invitation to attend the Save Our Earth Conference 2009 via video conference as guest of honor to share her insight and perspectives on the critical issue of climate change and the most effective solution, an animal-free diet. We now invite you to join us for the 9-part rebroadcast of the Save Our Earth Conference 2009, held on April 26, 2009 in Seoul, South Korea.
Next is Mr. Lee Tae-geun, the chairman of Huksallim, a large organic farming organization that shares organic farming methods and gives certification of organic products.
Welcome, sir.
네, 반갑습니다. 저는 한국에서 유기농업을 가장 많이 하고 있는 농민단체 대표 흑살림의 이태근입니다. 채식을 하려면 농약이나 비료를 사용하지 않는 것이 핵심이라고 생각합니다. 앞으로 한국에서 유기농업과 채식 붐이 일어나기를 기원합니다. 아마 이렇게 되면 아마 제가 할 일이 아마 더욱 많아질 것이라고 생각이 들고요. 유기농업이 기후변화에 실제 어떤 기여를 하고 있고 유기농업을 하는 농민이나 소비자들은 어떤 자세로 일을 하는 것이 좋을까요? 또한 유기농업을 하면 수량이 줄어듭니다. 그래서 수량 감소에 대한 정부의 지원이나 소비자의 역할에 대해 설명해 주시면 고맙겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you for your question, Mr. Lee. Actually, it has been found that a large-scale change to organic farming could feed the world. Research in Denmark and elsewhere has shown larger yields from organic farming on land that was previously underutilized. The producing of less harvests that you mentioned may be from fields that were previously cultivated with chemical pesticides and fertilizers or trampled by livestock for a prolonged period of time. These can show a drop in crop yields when switching to organic farming. But that is only initially, because the yields are shown to increase again over time. In fact, the large yields produced by conventional farming are taken at the expense of the soil, of our health, and of the environment. And these enormous single crops, such as soy, are mostly produced to feed animals for meat production, not for human consumption. In Africa, the United Nations Environment Programme did a study in which they found crop yields were double when the small farmers used organic farming methods. In this case, since the organic practices such as composting and rotating crops improves the soil, make it healthier, instead of buying fertilizers and pesticides, the organic farmers can use their money to buy better seeds. I have said before that government should also subsidize organic farmers until there is enough volume of demand to naturally sustain good yields. Another research in the US found that organic farming methods could be used to triple farm yields. One of the main factors in enabling the high yields was the farmers were planting legumes like beans or soybean cover crops between growing seasons, which fix enough natural nitrogen in the soil to ensure high crop yields. In terms of global warming, many practices that come from organic farming remove carbon from the atmosphere. Even with climate change and soil variations around the world, recent studies have verified that organic agriculture, if practiced on the planet's 3.5 billion tillable acres, could sequester nearly 40% of current CO2 emissions. So, Mr. Lee, please continue what you're doing to spread the benefits of organic farming and encourage and training more organic farmers. I dream of a day when we need not to worry what we are feeding our children, whether it has chemicals, it has harmful substance, or is unnatural in any way, which is harmful to the health of us and of our children. Organic farming is the way to go. It helps to maintain our robust health and reduce global warming. Thank you for what you're doing, sir.
Thank you so much for your intelligent question, Mr. Lee, and thank you so much for your precious answer, Master. Next is Professor So Jung-hee. She is Professor of the Mind-Body Healing Department, Seoul Graduate School of Buddhism, and Director of Meditation and Psychological Treatment Center.
Welcome, Professor.
반갑습니다. 칭하이 무상사님께서 오랫동안 건강과 영성운동의 일환으로 또 지구와 환경을 살리기 위해서 그 사회적 실천의 일환으로 채식운동을 해오신 것을 잘 알고 있습니다. 그렇지만 지구온난화에 따른 지구의 위기가 계속 강화되고 있고 또 여기에 따른 사람들의 심각함을 잘 아직 느끼지 못하고 있습니다. 제 질문은요. 혹시 우주의 다른 행성에서 지금 현재 지구가 당면하고 있는 것과 같은 그런 사례가 혹시 있었었는지 거기에 대한 혹시 사례를 들어주실 수 있는지를 알고 싶고요. 그리고 또 하나는 어떻게 하면 인류가 지금 현재 당면하고 있는 이러한 인가로부터 자유로울 수 있는지 대답해 주시면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Yes, Professor Seo. At the moment, we are the one that going through this crisis. But 40 million years ago, I did a research on Mars, and planet Mars did go through a similar situation as we are going through right now. In modern day exploration of the planet on the surface, NASA scientists have also found signs of previous climate change, as well as possible life that existed in the past on Mars. It is true that Mars used to be inhabited by beings like us, but as they raised more and more animals for meat, the methane gas from the livestock warmed the atmosphere, and the temperature triggered more gas to be released from under the ocean, from the permafrost and glaciers. So the entire planet became poisoned by gas, different gases. And within a few months only, almost all the population perished. It was a very terrible mass extinction. On the entire planet, only 2 million people survived. Those who were living virtuous lives and following the vegetarian diet. They were the survivors. If you look at the past history of our planet, there were also times of warming and a lot of changes and mass extinction as well. I'm glad you recognize that our planetary crisis is due to bad karma, meaning the retribution of unwholesome deeds. It is the law of karma, or cause and retribution, that is at work right now, and humans need a change of heart, because a change of humans' heart will determine whether we can save the planet or not. The best way and the easiest way to free ourselves from this bad retribution is to reverse our action. Instead of killing animals, we live and let live. Instead of meat diet, we turn to be vegan. Because if we take a life, we own a life. We own a blood debt. As one scripture says, we own blood debt if we kill a life. It is a very precise universal law. We should thus do our best to live in love and kindness, in order to beget such mercy and compassion from heaven. Thank you, Professor Seo, for your very, very enlightening question.
Thank you so much for your enlightening answer, Master.
Vegetarianism in religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that, in the beginning of creation, God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings of some aspects of health and healing.
Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra.
Gaudai. The most important thing is to stop killing. because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes.
I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism. Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adilila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been especially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutra Kritanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field. Tract of the Quiet Way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure. The supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
Next, we have the monks from Ananda Marga group as a special guest. Before they ask a question, they would like to offer a song to Supreme Master Ching Hai in celebration of the newly released book, The Birds in My Life, Korean edition.
Thank you so much.
The song will be followed by a question from Dada Chittaranjan Ananda. He voluntarily teaches meditation and yoga in spiritual communities in Asian countries. He is Doctor of Economics and has written several books about the economy.
Wow. Shukriya. God bless you.
Namaskar. I want to share my love for creation through this song given by my spiritual master, who has given 5,018 such songs. This song is in Bengali language and Indian language.
Oh. Thank you, sir.
Jirno vichino jive করিব সেবা জীর্ণ বিচ্ছিন্ন জীবে করিব সেবা আরতে ক্ষুধার্তে বাঁচাবে না তুবা কেবা আরতে ক্ষুধার্তে বাঁচাবে না তুবা কেবা আধিতে ভোগে যারা ব্যাধি যাতনাতে সারা আধিতে ভোগে যারা ব্যাধি যাতনাতে সারা সে মানো পশু বিহঙ্গ সবারই জন্যে মোরা সে মানো পশু বিহঙ্গ সবারই জন্যে মোরা নিবে করিব সেবা দূরকে কাছে টেনেছি সঙ্গে সবে নিয়েছি দূরকে কাছে টেনেছি সঙ্গে সবে নিয়েছি প্রাণেও মনে মেনেছি সম্পদ সবারই মাপা প্রাণেও মনে মেনেছি সম্পদ সবারই মাপা জীর্ণ বিচ্ছিন্ন জীবে করিব সেবা আরতে ক্ষুধার্তে বাঁচাবে না তুবা কেবা জীবে করিব সেবা
Thank you, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dada, and the group of monks.
And Namaskar, my respected Supreme Master Qinghai. I am very, very much grateful for the opportunity to ask you a question. Today, in just this conference, I have heard that former UN Secretary said that there are two important crises in this world. One is environmental crisis, and the other one is economic crisis. I have some question for you. I have understood that you see all the issues, including environmental crisis, from a holistic and universal view. So from that view, what do you think caused the economic crisis now the world is facing? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you and greetings, Venerable Dada. What caused the economic crisis in the world? You know as well as I do, it's from bad karma, bad retribution of our actions for many, many centuries, not just now. From a more spiritual perspective, of course, we can see that the current global economic crisis is caused by our departure from the virtuous principles that we have learned from past and present masters, such as the basic concept of sharing and kindness, noble living and compassionate lifestyle. So we should remember that we are all brethren, and when one brother or sister is suffering, we all suffer one way or another. Our Creator has taken care of even the smallest insects and plants. God has given the world an abundance of resources to survive in comfort, as long as we live within the principles of virtue, moral standard, which ones, again, include no violence, no killing, no harming, ahimsa. And actually, this principle of ahimsa can be applied very directly to the economic picture. Recently, for example, a study conducted in the Netherlands found that the estimated total cost to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to a level where the earth would still be habitable, that total cost was estimated as US $40 trillion. However, this cost also was found to be reduced by half if people around the world reduce their meat intake, eat more vegetarian. And if people globally stopped consuming all the animal products altogether, meaning all the world people became vegan, then the savings would be 80%, meaning from 40 trillion US dollar, if all the people became vegan on this planet, the cost would reduce to $8 trillion only to save the planet. That is a huge savings, sir, right? So we see that everything benefits from the compassionate lifestyle. With savings like the one just mentioned, we could invest in other life-improving measures, such as ensuring adequate food and shelter, education for more people in the world. And more people would automatically have food if everyone goes vegan. This is just an example, sir. But it is really true that being vegan can give us and all other beings on the planet a very ideal life, heavenly kind of life. Thank you, sir, for your concern and for doing what you're doing, for helping the world to save the planet, for asking a very important question. God bless you, sir, and your monks.
Thank you for your enlightening answer, Master.
European Parliament supports reducing meat to lower greenhouse gases.
Call vote. Vote is now open.
Reduce your meat consumption or stop eating meat totally.
During discussions on greenhouse gas reduction goals, the Climate Committee of the European Parliament officially recognized livestock's contribution to global warming and recommended a reduction of subsidies to the livestock industry to curb methane.
My name is Jens Holm. I'm a member of the European Parliament. Please, be veg, go green, save the planet.
Next, we have Tibetan monk Naong Ruduk. He teaches Tibetan Buddhism in Korea.
Hello, it's a sincere pleasure to speak to you today.
Tasidele.
Tasidele. In order to solve global issues such as the climate change, it's quite essential to have open exchange between nations and groups. And I know the downfalls of a sectarian mindset and the virtues of an open exchange. Yet it is all too easy to get caught up in our own ideas as being the best.
Right.
And so could you tell us how best to avoid this mindset in ourselves, and as well as how to deal with others who may have this mindset, especially now when we need to come together to save the planet? Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Ngawan Ludup, for your very enlightened question. Your attitude and approach in trying to save the earth is already very admirable. It is with a humble mindset such as yours that we can truly become one to save our shared planetary home. In today's world, especially with the matter of global warming, we have now so much evidence before our very eyes that it is really no longer a matter of opinion or religious doctrine. Global warming has been declared a reality through the consensus of scientists and leaders worldwide. So we can humbly point to the evidence in any discussion of global warming to inform people and the government. As for saving the planet, there is only one thing we can do. Whether or not we can unite effort, whether or not we agree to open exchange, that we can take more time to realize. Now, the only one solution and the only thing urgent that we should do right now is to adopt the vegan lifestyle, the animal-free diet. This can help even those who have a stubborn or difficult opinion, because it is also well documented scientifically that consuming flesh means that we also consume all kinds of foreign substances, be they antibiotics, chemicals, and even hormones of all kinds, and hormones of fear and terror released by the animal at the time of death. These can have a powerful and disturbing effect on the body and mind. So being vegan will also help to bring peace to the situation that the Venerable just described. Because when people are vegan, meaning having no animal substance in their diet, they will be able to realize more clear-mindedness and more peace in their heart. If all nations can come together as one for this, then our planet would be saved, and everything else can be worked out over time. Thank you, and please inform people, enlighten people about the benefit of an animal-free diet, the benefit of a compassionate lifestyle. Thank you, Venerable Ngawan Ludup. May the Buddha in all directions bless your noble endeavors and bless the Buddhism of Tibet.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your soul awakening answer, Master.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land. Free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply. Consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production. Reduces pollution from untreated animal waste. Maintains cleaner air. Saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year. Stop 80% of global warming, plus more.
Save your life. Be veg. Go green.
네, 너무 좋았어요. 특히 그 칭하이 무상사님의 나는 그 8시간 된지도 몰랐는데 한 2시간 된 줄 알았는데 그렇게 많은 시간을 이렇게 흐름이 깨지지 않고 똑같은 그런 흐름으로 똑같은 그런 바이브레이션으로 똑같은 그런 사랑하는 그런 느낌으로 이렇게 해주신 거에 대해서 정말 저는 아주 인상 깊었어요. 예, 그게 제일 큰 인상이었어요. 우리 아난다 마가도 항상 이렇게 채식이고 저는 아난다 마가 중에서 동식물에 대한 잔혹행위 방지 부서에서 근무를 하기 때문에 아주 너무 좋았고 칭하이 그 스승께서 여러 가지 좀 실천적인 일, 많은 일을 좀 하시고 계시는 것 같아요. 굉장히 참 존경스러워요. 저희들은 굉장히 엄격한 채식이죠. 근데 우리는 베간은 아니거든요. 근데 오늘 그 정말 생각을 좀 달리해서 이제 그렇게 하려고 그래요. 오늘 이제 또 그 말씀 듣고 해서 역시 이렇게 이제 낙농 제품도 안 먹어야 되겠다 이런 생각이 들었어요. 그게 또 두 번째 저한테 굉장히 깊이 와닿은 거죠. 예. 남길 말은 그분이 다 했죠. 저는 그냥 그분의 말씀을 너무 감명 깊게 들었고 참 훌륭하신 스승이시구나 이렇게 생각이 됐어요. 지구를 우리가 구합시다. 베지터리안이 되고 나아가서 베간이 됨으로써 Be big, go green, save the planet.
It is excellent conference. Last year it happened and I was not able here, but another my friend was here and he enjoyed very much with the master, supreme master, and having the question answers, and it was very amazing, and we love that this kind of activities and about the vegetarian, and definitely it will bring the change in the human society as well as the animal, plants, and for every beings. Everyone will get benefit through her message and through this kind of conference. Definitely we have to believe the society will change rapidly and people will get benefit tremendously in all the way. Global warming is the big challenge for the human society. I'm from India. In India, the land, the forest, we have so many animals. We have to save the animal, plants and bird, everyone. So we should not cut the forest. We have to be the vegetarian and should not be cruel about the animal. We should save their life. We should love them. As we love ourselves, we should love the animal, plants, and can bring the harmony between the humanity. And really the Supreme Master, within short period, what she's doing is amazing for the world. And definitely she's the woman and she have the strong determination to change the society and the world. She's not thinking about only one particular country, but she have the love for the all humanity all animal, plants, animate or inanimate. She's wonderful, amazing ladies who is bring the new change in the human life and in our society. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
이번 행사에서 사실 협방하고 또 전하려고 하는 메시지들 이런 것들은 사실 굳이 이번 행사를 통해서 뿐만 아니라 대단히 중요한 문제고 우리 인류에게 있어서 대단히 중요한 문제고 그런 중요한 어떤 메시지를 일상을 살아가다 보면 사실 잊고 살잖아요. 그래서 소중한 한 걸음 한 걸음의 발걸음이나 일상에서의 실천이나 작은 실천이나 이런 것들을 다시 한번 돌아볼 수 있는 그런 계기가 된 것 같고요. 한국에서도 이렇게 수프림 마스터 칭하이 마스터 스승님이 이렇게 전하는 어떤 메시지나 이런 것들을 소중하게 받아안는 분들이 많이 계시고요. 그 말씀 속에 담겨있는 메시지나 이런 것들의 소중함을 갖고 일상에서 실천하려고 하는 사람들이 참 많습니다. 그래서 그런 작은 발걸음들이 하나하나가 모이면 세상을 바꿀 수 있다고 생각을 하고요. 이번 행사에서 전하려고 했던 메시지도 반드시 이루어지리라고 생각을 합니다.
It was a pleasure having you with us today. Part 7 of this rebroadcast of the live conference, Save Our Earth Conference 2009, with special guest Supreme Master Ching Hai, will air next Tuesday, so please tune in. Up next is a journey through aesthetic realms right after noteworthy news, here on Supreme Master Television. May you have a blissful life under God's grace.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW